Good afternoon. I'm Kathleen Peters, and I can tell you I'm a proud mom of 4, which you already heard, and a proud grandmother of 4 grandsons. I consider myself a very pragmatic, get the job done, businesswoman, public servant. I've been a community advocate, a former city commissioner, a mayor, and a state representative. And I've been a member of the Pinellas County Committee for 28 years. I believe that Congressman Young was a true statesman. I believe that he was truly an icon. He left a legacy for all of us to value and hopefully model. So who's going to be the next person to step up? Who's going to be the next one to represent this beautiful and grand place that we live right here in Pinellas County? With my life experience as a Cub Scout leader, as a Little League and a soccer mom, as a small business owner, community advocate, someone who focused many, many years on youth development and taking care of our children right here in Pinellas County, who served at local government where we truly have to meet the very basic needs of our citizens. I believe that those kind of relationships that I have been able to build over years, through that kind of community development and community leadership, makes me a strong candidate, because no one knows Pinellas County that is on your slate better than I do. I've got experience taking on small issues. I have experience taking on really big issues in our community. I've got experience writing policy, not only writing it at the local level and at the state level, but having to stay there and make a vote to oppose or to support. And every one of you can take a look at my voting record and know exactly what I stand for, because I have that track record. I believe that our country's problems are not going to take care of themselves. And I think it's time that we roll up our sleeves and we face our problems and we make those hard choices and we make them together. And we come up with a comprehensive solution. And it is not an individual that does that, it is a team player that does that. And that's what my track record speaks. I believe that we need to take care of our children and our grandchildren's future, because right now I don't think it's very secure. I believe that we must make sure that every single citizen has the ability to have a job. We worked really hard in Florida to make sure that our Floridians can have a job. We worked really hard here in Florida in the state legislature to make sure that companies want to move here and create jobs. We worked really hard to make sure that we're producing students out of our schools that can meet the demand of the workforce. Because when we have a strong economy, when we have strong schools, our communities grow and they flourish and they can take care of themselves. I believe that we need to make sure that we have a balanced budget. We should have a balanced budget just like you and I have. Every city, every county, every state has to have a balanced budget, but why not Congress? The debt and the deficit that they are imposing on future generations is absolutely unacceptable and inexcusable. And first and foremost, the most pressing thing that must be addressed that Washington is not is taking care of our flood insurance. Do they not ever look at the analysis of a bill before they pass it to see what it's going to do when the rubber hits the road? Because I don't believe they do. And I'll stop. Well,
answer period. Kathleen, you get to choose your questions.
I do. Okay. I don't know you, sir. Tell me who you are and answer your question.
I'm Gary Dawson. I'm president of the Tampa Tiger Bay Club, and the Republicans in the House have voted about 40 times to repeal the Affordable Health Care Act. I haven't heard any of them say what their position is for on how we would improve health care. I would think all of us agree we don't want to be denied because of pre-existing conditions. What is your prescription to improve health care?
What I can tell you is I don't like the plan that we currently have to take care of affordable health care. And I don't even think they named it appropriately. I think it's one of those wolves in sheep's clothing when they call it the Affordable Care Act because it is not at all affordable. I do not think that we should take a stand and say absolutely repeal it. Not unless we have a plan and a proposal to replace it. Do I believe that people should be singled out for an existing condition? No. Because I experienced that. And as a small business owner, I had to pay exorbitant fees for health insurance and had a hard time finding small group insurance. And when I had TMJ surgery and they found out, I wasn't insurable. So I know. I've lived it. Is it a problem? Yes. We have to address it. But we can't just repeal it. We have to have a comprehensive plan, and we need to work at something that's affordable, that isn't mandating down and forcing people to not have choices. And that's what we've taken away. There's somebody way in the back. She's the first one to raise her hand.
Why, when you were just elected to Tallahassee, would you give that up when you could have made such a difference in the state of Florida? Why did you do that?
Okay. And I knew that was coming, especially because it's in the paper stuff. You know, I was told when I first went to Tallahassee, don't expect to get much done because you're a freshman. And I'm here to tell you, I had an over-the-top outstanding year, and I got a bill passed that for 4 years. Senior legislators couldn't get passed, and it was an important bill to so many people right here in Pinellas County. I'm a get-it-done kind of girl. And when Congressman Young first said he wasn't going to run for election, I was really surprised that I received more than 12 phone calls at my office asking me to consider running, from many people I hadn't personally met. And when many people who I truly thought were going to step up and run for this seat, good leaders from Pinellas County like Rick Baker, who I had great admiration for the sheriff, great admiration, Senator Bell, and our homegrown people did not step up, I was asked by several of those leaders, and by the congressman's son himself, if I would do this. And I did. I'm confident that I can serve Pinellas County as well and better in Washington as I can in Tallahassee. 4 minutes up? 4 minutes up?
Your 4 minutes is up, but you do have time for a closing statement.
You know, I did write a statement, and I will tell you, I think it's really important that the person that represents Pinellas County is truly somebody who has truly deep roots in Pinellas County. And that's the one thing that I truly bring to this community, is very deep roots. Developing programs to help our children in school, programs that won awards, that reduced our behavior referral rates 50% and our arrest rates by 23% because it's important to protect our children and have an outstanding education. And it wasn't my job to do it. But I love this community, and I've always advocated for children. They're our future, and somebody needs to protect them. And right now, Washington is not doing that, and I'm prepared to do that. Thank you.